Yes, I am live. We got there. I'm live and I'm in the house and I have a Christmas tree behind me, as you can see. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you guys. I did have a scheduled stream, but for whatever reason, like the YouTube, I'm still learning, guys. We're going to learn and roll. We're going to rock and roll. But I needed to come in. We're a little bit after 6 p.m., but it is what it is. It's all good. We are here now and we are ready to rock and roll. First of all, I just want to make sure you know who I am. If you're new to my channel, I'm Elliot Ward. I'm actually 33 years young right now. I've been in the corporate world as a quantity surveyor. I made decisions based upon the freedom and the expression of me that actually gave me being constrained to 9 to 5 and things of that nature. I realized that as an individual that wanted to express themselves, that wasn't going to lead me to my vision, right? So I actually made decisions and went into the world of professional cycling from there, built a business in that space of helping a lot of people when it came to progressing on their cycling journey, and built a business. I actually closed that business the end of 2024, which was last year, as I've been building a business in the space of network marketing for the past 2.5 years alongside. Hang on a minute, am I good? I'm good. Right. Alongside, am I good? Just put some, I can see we got some. Am I good? Can you hear me and see me all right? We're rolling with it. Okay, we're rolling with it. I'm hoping my internet's all good and I'm coming through okay. Is this all good? Or am I a little bit choppy? Am I a little bit choppy? Am I not? Am I? Yes, maybe use the chat box just so I can see. Okay, we'll rock and roll. And then actually went into this space of network marketing because I saw that the space enables me. Brilliant. Okay, cool. The space enabled me not only to help more people, impact more people, but actually show others how to express themselves in a way that I believe you cannot in the matrix, i.e., being governed to the pyramid of a job or the pyramid of the matrix. I realized the best business in the world is actually the matrix. It really, really is. It's the best business in the world. And a lot of people are sold the matrix as a business from a young age through education, as education sets you up to become an employee and not an artist. I don't want to not be able to express who I am. And I believe that in the network marketing space, because you can, learn and build off of your own time schedule. You can actually utilize the space to add 500, 2,000, or a lot of income, a lot more income than that, depending on what you want from it in a certain way. But the key part and the attraction for me was leadership. I wanted to be able to lead me and in turn lead a lot of others as well. And I realized that when you're in a position where you can't fully express who you are and give people your picture, you cannot fully be the person you want to be. And this ate away at me, actually made me very unhappy that I was in a position where I wasn't fully be able to be who I wanted to be. In professional cycling, it took me to a certain place, and actually building a business off of it took me to a certain place as well. But it didn't fully allow me to be who I wanted to be. Why? Because I could only help athletes. I couldn't help people further than that. And I didn't have a place and a model for people to be able to take who they wanted to be and actually express that and help people to develop in leadership. I believe everything rises and falls on leadership. And a lot of the reason why people misunderstand the network marketing industry is because they get caught up with products, they get caught up with all of that situation when it comes to what it is. Okay. When you're building something, it's down to who you are building it with, not what it is you're actually building. As long as you're in a position, I believe, where you can be paid off of subscription, you can be paid off of who you are and who you're becoming, and being able to give that to other people without any cap. I believe now you're on the road to the truest expression of you possible. That's what I believe. And there are very few areas of life that you can do that. Okay. An individual that I'm about to talk about when it comes to the science of getting rich is an individual called Bob Proctor. The reason why I got my hands on this book back in 2018 was because of a very good friend of mine, Mr. Jay Parton, and he actually was given it by Bob Proctor. So I'm taking what the best have done and I'm actually putting it into my life. It doesn't mean that I'm the same. It doesn't mean that we're not all indifferent. We are, but what I believe the science of getting rich is based upon is the truth, okay? And everybody knows whether they're living the truth or not. Most of the world, as I see, aren't living the truth. In fact, a lot of the people that comment on my videos or people that comment with controversial views upon what I do, generally a lot of them are stuck in a prison they don't know they're in. And that's a shame that you can't be open-minded to more than that. But it is what it is. I'm going to continue to add value. I'm going to continue to give. I'm going to continue to let you know that you are way more than what you currently see with your eyes right now. You are. Okay. Why? Because I know that is true of me too. Okay. So if you're in a position where you're not growing, and I believe the best way to measure growth is off of income. A lot of people think income is down to what you can buy, what you can do, what you can get. It's not. It's great. It's the measurement of how good you are getting. If your income isn't shifting, you aren't growing. Okay. You aren't growing. And there is a gestation period with that. Okay. So these are all measurements that I use personally to qualify success. Again, no one's right or wrong. Everything just is. It just is that. Okay. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. It just is. It just is. So whatever you, however you see things, whatever your perception is right now is down to what is. What is your results right now. What you see with your eyes. Okay. That's what is for you. Is that right? Is it wrong? You decide. Okay. Everyone knows the truth when they hear it. I'm not here to say what's good, what's bad, what's high, what's low. I'm not here to say what's right, what's wrong. I don't care about that. The truth is the truth. I'm going to give you the science to getting rich. And every single person that follows the information when it comes to the science of getting rich and actually follows the book will get rich. You will not get rich off just reading it. You will get rich off of applying it. When I say rich, in every single area of your life, not just talking about money. I don't read and study the science of getting rich just for money. I've actually used it to rise to the top 3 in the British cycling rankings when it comes to the cycling industry. I've used it for lots of different areas, and it works in all of them. Okay. Again, is it right? Is it wrong? Just is. It just is. I'm just a vessel for that book. That's all I am. And I'm going to continue to be a vessel for the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Now, the book that I'm talking about is wrote by Wallace Wattles, Science of Getting Rich. You can get it for like £6 off Amazon. Okay. For a lot of people, that's just gone straight over your head. £6 off Amazon. Is your life being unlocked to anything you want it to be worth £6 off Amazon? Maybe it's not for you. Okay. Maybe it's not. Okay, so why is it in particular? I'm not going to go through and actually go through chapter by chapter what is the science of getting rich. I'm actually going to give you my perception and how I've utilized it. So I've predominantly studied chapters 4, 14, and 7 and applied chapters 4, 14, and 7 of the book in that order every single day of my life. What does it mean to apply them chapters? Well, chapter 4 is based upon the first principle of getting rich, and that's thinking. Okay. So if you're taking notes, take that down. What's the first principle of the science of getting rich? The first principle is thought. What do you think about? Most people, if they were to talk about what they think about, they'd say nothing. What does that mean? They don't think. Okay, they don't think. Ask yourself, do you think? Sit and maybe ask yourself that question. Okay, sit and maybe ask yourself that question. Okay, and I'm aware that I may have to do this again because of my internet. I can see it's like a bit in and out. I've been back to back on calls, and it's been in and out. We do what we do. We win anyway. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, what do you think about? What do you think about? Most people never ask themselves that question. What do you think about? Well, what's a good idea to highlight what you think about? Take a look at your life right now, and you'll know what it is you've been thinking about. What do you think about? What do you think about? I just got a text before from my mentor, who is probably the most successful person I've ever met. Okay, I messaged him. He got back to me within about 30 seconds. Okay, what do I think about? If that's the case. What do I think about? Okay, what do I think about? People come on and they talk to me about their truth. What they see in their life right now. Well, what you see in your life is down to what it is you've been thinking about. Do you just start thinking and your life instantly changes? No, you have to make something a predominant thought, no matter what the appearances are. Now, okay, the most laborious work you will ever do is focusing on the truth. What's the truth, Elliot? The truth is your best version of you in your life. Have you ever wrote that down? Do you even know what that looks like? Do you actually even put time into what your truth is? Do you? I have a goal this year to have over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That isn't the truth. That's my truth. That's not reality right now. That's the truth. Will I do that? Yes. Why? because I have a truth, and anything but that goal isn't real, isn't what I identify as my truth. What people do is they make their present moment their truth. They have no goal, no truth over than the appearances now. The reason why people will live 2025 exactly like they lived 2024 is because they don't have any other truth to think about. Their reality is the truth. Their reality. The person that's governed and lives a life based upon their reality will never use what they're truly capable of to be successful ever. You will always have the same life because you've never once gone to here and said, what do I want? Who do I want to be? Why do I want to be that? Who's going to help me get there? What do I need to do on a daily basis to get there? Most people have no clue of any of that. Okay, so you need to buckle. That's the opposite of the science getting rich. The opposite of the science getting rich is taking what you have in your life right now, and that's all it is for you. Okay, that's all it is for you. That's why some of you guys, it's difficult for you to believe that the network marketing industry works. Do you know why? Because you think you're the only problem for you is the poverty of imagination that you have. You have a poverty of imagination. You don't believe it's possible for you to lead hundreds of thousands and millions of people. Okay, you have no idea. There we go. I'm already attracting individuals that want to kill it in the space of network marketing. Okay, why? Because that's my truth. I sent a message before to my mentor saying, I love this industry. I can't even imagine what else I'm ever going to do. Why? I love it. I've just been on back to back calls launching new people in the UK. But there's also people that have no idea how I even do that. Why? They have no idea. Because their thoughts are so small about themselves, they couldn't possibly lead millions of people in this space because they don't think. Their present moment is their reality. Their present moment is their reality. And all as they ever talk about is what's happening now. I don't talk about what's happening now. I talk about who I am. I talk about my truth. So chapter 4 is all based upon the first principle, and that is having a truth for you. Professionals work from a goal. Amateurs work to a goal. I'm giving you what it is I do. This is what I do. I'm so happy and grateful now. I lead people worldwide. That's what it is now. That's what I do. That's who I am. Because I decided that's what it is. So what's rich to you? What's rich to you? A lot of people think just that's money. No, it's not just money. It's you. Who are you? Who are you? Could you even sit with no notes and sit and give value this way? Could you do that? You know what I'm thinking about because of what I'm talking about. There's one route to what you want, and that starts with the end. It starts with the end. A lot of people don't know what to do in a day because they don't have an end. A lot of people don't know what to do in a month because they don't have an end. A lot of people don't know what to do in a year because they do not have an end. I know for a fact all the things that I have wrote down in 2025 is done because I have an end. My end isn't 2025. My end is who I am, the truth. Okay? I like to use vehicles and vessels that enable me to get to the truth. A lot of people don't have anywhere near the awareness to even comprehend that. That's a problem. Do you know why? Because you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. You have no idea who you are. You have no idea that you can give yourself an instruction, you can give yourself a goal, and the subconscious mind will instantly accept it's true. Instantly, it doesn't know the difference. Well, Elliot, how do you go from earning, 3,000 a month to 3,000 a week? How do you go from doing that? Why? Because my perception of me has shifted. My perception of me has changed over time. Over time, Elliot, how do you go from 0 to 10,000 in earnings in 60 days? How? Because I changed what I saw here, my picture, instantly. That's who I am. What people do is they're so locked in as they live in an animalistic state, meaning if you're living in an animalistic state, whatever you're just reacting to life. Every day is a reaction. You have no bigger picture than reacting. And if you're ask yourself, do you just react through a day? I don't react through a day. My life is so simple and peaceful. It's beautiful. Do you know why? Because I have a greater faculty that I'm utilizing on a daily basis to guide my life. Most people are just tumbling and stressing through life. I don't do that. It's called being in control of me. Okay. So the first principle says that you need to have a truth, and the truth has to be laboriously focused on, regardless of the appearances. Now, some of you guys walk around talking about what you don't want, talking about your lack of results here, your lack of results there, your lack of people aren't replying to me, people aren't these, people, but my bank account looks like this. And you know what you keep doing? You keep talking yourself into the appearances now, and you're never creating a better moment because you're so focused on now you can't get out of it. You have to solely focus on the truth. It's all I focus on. It's no effort for me to do this. Why? Because I'm already there. My finishing picture is already complete. This is just part of it. I'm always creating more of what I want. Why? Because of my mind. Think and grow rich. It's not react and grow rich. It's not work hard and grow rich. It's not hate on all the people that are actually achieving and grow rich. It's not leave negative comments in the chat and grow rich. What must you be thinking about if the epitome of your day is built off of responding to somebody else's success? What a shame that must be. How shameful is your life if that's how you live, when you can create everything they have and more? Okay. So the science of getting rich, and the first principle is accepting you have to change what you think about to change what you actually receive from life. Otherwise, your life is never going to look any different. And what I focused on next then was chapter 14. Okay, I'm only going to break down these three chapters in this right now. Okay, we can do more. For sure. I'm always open to do more. Chapter 14 is the impression of increase. Right now, I'm giving everybody that's watching this the impression of increase. Do you know what happens? Life gives back to me because I'm giving you the impression of increase. Imagine if you went out and gave the impression of increase to life. People want more from life, but you don't impress it with any more increase. I taught myself into a better day. I taught myself into better results. Okay. Your wish is your command. What's your wish? What's your wish? Do you even have a wish? Life is a game. Can you play the game? Can you not? You should feel great all the time. Why? Because you can create anything. The only time you don't feel great is if you think about something and act in accordance with what you don't want and what you don't want to think about. You have the worst life. Trust me, the worst life, because you're thinking about what you don't want and then you act like it too. I impress increase into every single area of my life, and it keeps giving more back to me. Imagine that. Imagine giving to life so much it gives back to you. The life you want doesn't just arrive. You have to impress upon it. Impress upon it. What does that mean? You impress up on your life with what you want more of until it impresses you back. Guys, I'm telling you, this shit works. This shit works. It works for those that want to follow it. I remember reading in the book, The Science of Getting Rich, that this book and this information works until it fails, and this has never failed. Well, imagine reading that at the age of 26 and going, okay, I'm going to do what this book says until I'm going to agree with this book until it proves me any different. And it's never done it over the past 7 years. It's never done it. It's always proved it's right. It's the truth. It just is. because my life keeps on getting better and better. I keep earning more and more money. I keep helping more and more people. I keep reaching more and more individuals, which is all we're going to endeavor to do on this channel. Just are. No one can get in the way of that. Remember, my truth is bigger than any person. No person can give me back what it is I want. There's laws, right? The law is that you can have whatever it is that you can think of. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Guys, this isn't just something people say because it's cute. It's true. It's true. Are you willing to hold something in your head, or are you going to be just impressed with the present moment just every day of your life without any change? You will never achieve anywhere near your potential by living that way, ever. Ever. So you have to start changing your picture. You change where you go and where you go and impress increase. Imagine impressing upon increase upon people that are further along than you, that are in my mentor every single day. I impress upon him and let him know, regardless how the success that I'm seeing because of him. Why? Because he's impressed increase upon me. I impress increase back to him. It's a transaction, guys. Imagine how many people you could impress. You could go off from this live and give back. How many people will do that? But you sit there saying, I want more. Well, how many people would you go and share this information with after this? Like I'm doing. How many people? How could you even have a negative comment to say about me when I'm actively showing every single day how to get more from life and reach more from life and giving it back? What on earth would there be negative to say? Okay. Impress increase. How can you do that? Do you even say hello to people when you see them? Yeah, how you doing? Have a great day. Do you know that's impressing increase? You don't need money to impress increase upon people's lives. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day. Have you ever thought about reading a book called The Science of Getting Rich? It really helped me in life. Maybe you should take a look at it. I've got a business in my hands that can help you actually turn your annual income into your weekly income. Would it be worth you and positive for you to take a look at that in 2025? Yes or no? Increase. How many people? The reason why billionaires don't think in time, they think in impact, is because they realize the more people they impress impact upon, the more life gives back to them in all areas. I'm giving you the keys. The impression of increase. Impress upon for increase. How many people can you impress upon increase so your life gets better? A lot of you guys are so selfish in what you're getting. You couldn't think about helping other people. You couldn't think about reaching out to somebody else and giving a hand. Couldn't think about putting something positive back into the universe, but you still want more. How is that ever going to happen for you? So chapter 14 talks about impressing increase up on life, up on people, up on this energy, this vacuum of energy that we live in, this ball of energy, so it gives back to you. Imagine if you did that on a daily basis consistently, what your life would look like. The only reason I apply it upon network marketing is because it's uncapped what you can do with the industry. Why would I go and press increase up on a place and vessel I can't I can't receive in the fullest amount of the energy I give out? Why would I do that? That'd be stupid. I wouldn't even be in the lane to achieve success if I didn't do that with a vessel that is uncapped. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? That'd be stupid. Okay. So next of all is chapter 7, gratitude. Gratitude. We're just going to keep it real simple on this, and we can do another one. Chapter 4, the first principle of Science of Getting Rich. Chapter 4. Chapter 14, the impression of increase, impressing increase. Chapter 7, I read guys, I'm talking often thousands of days, just these chapters. I've only ever read the book all the way through once or twice. What the rest was focusing on what Bob Proctor told me to, what Jake Parton told me to. Chapter 4, 14, and 7. What 7? Gratitude. Gratitude. Am I grateful for this very moment? Yes. Was the connection perfect? Am I even on the live link that I sent out? No. Am I grateful? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sitting here giving. How can I be giving? How can I be giving and not grateful in the same energy? I can't. It's impossible. Okay? It's impossible. All right. So gratitude, the people who are closer to the source through gratitude receive more. Think about that. How can you be grateful or ungrateful and closest to the source that's given you everything you've got now? It's impossible. It's impossible. How do you show gratitude the way you feel? Being present for a moment. I'm sitting here with you guys with a nice coffee in a beautiful, warm room right now with a Christmas tree behind me. Life's good. Wealth is great. Health is great. Everything's phenomenal in my life. Everything. My relationships are awesome. I have technology that can enable me to give this moment with other people. I'm grateful. Have I got goals? Have I got things to achieve? Absolutely. But I'm grateful. They're already done. I know what I'm going to continue to do. I know what I'm going to continue to become. I know what I'm going to continue to give to other people. I know what I'm going to continue to do regardless. So I'm already grateful. I know the book leads me. I know the information leads me to what I want. To what I want. So if the information leads me to what I want, no matter what, and everybody who goes through and does what this book does works until it fails, and this will not fail, how on earth couldn't I be grateful? I tell you the people who are ungrateful because you're living in an animalistic state. That's where you're living. You're living in a state of reaction. You're living in a state of focusing entirely on being where you are now. I'm very present. I'm extremely present, but I'm very, very aware of who I am. I'm very, very aware of my picture. And if you need to become aware of your picture, go and give yourself the chance to create a new one. New people, new environments, new places to eat, new words to say, a new story. Write a new vision, write a new story. Go out and just live it. Wow. Get away from your old environment. Do something new. Do something new. Create a new ideal. It doesn't matter to me what new looks like in every day as long as I'm doing new, as long as I'm being more, as long as I'm giving, as long as I'm giving my best to the people around me, as long as I'm driven by my picture and not driven by my present moment and smothered in it. Some of you guys are smothered so much in your presence, you can't even see a better place. Who have you spoke to today that is more than you in lots of ways, that you accept they earn more, they are more, they're just more to you? Have you spoke to them today? Have you connected with them? Have you got their perception on something? Have you asked how it is you can get to that next 100K in a month? Have you asked them about that? Everything starts with you being in a position where you have a picture and you're grateful that that's done because you understand that your thought through application must become a reality. It must be. But if you don't think something new, you're not going to have something new. If you don't think something new, you're not going to go in that direction and create something new. You're never going to do it. The most laborious work a man will ever do is focusing on the truth, meaning the end, above the appearances now. That's what beats most people. They can't do it. They can't do it. They're so focused on now. It's crazy. And their life keeps looking like that picture they have of now. So, guys, I wanted to keep it nice and straightforward. Chapter 4, chapter 14, chapter 7. Maybe we can go more in depth. I'm not sure of the quality of this, so we can take a look at it. We can even do another one, which is great. But what is the science of getting rich? It's creating a picture. It's first of all having a thought, writing it down. You'll see a goal 3 times, once in your head, once on paper, and then in reality, then in the present. The present is present from the thoughts that you have. If your thoughts don't change, your life will not change. Okay? All right. See, we even have individuals that need to come knowing their life right now and still impress upon us their ignorance. That will continue. It will constantly continue. Okay. And I'm so happy and grateful now that more and more people are enjoying the words of the Science of Getting Rich. Okay. So, number 4, the first principle. Number 14, the impression of increase. Okay. The impression of increase. Okay. This individual in the chat right here is impressing negative into the universe. So, guess what they're going to get back? They're going to get back a load of negativity to their life. That's what they're going to get back. Okay. And I should be repeating the same things. If I wasn't, that'd be weird. Okay. That'd be strange. All right. Chapter 7, gratitude. Gratitude for where you're at now. Gratitude for what's already done. Okay. Gratitude for what's already here. A lot of you guys are trying to chase goals and they keep getting just as far away from you as they were last year because you're trying to chase goals. I don't chase any goal. I am it. I become it. Okay. So, guys, next Sunday, 6 p.m. If you haven't got the book, The Science of Getting Rich, get the book. Start studying chapters 4, 14, and 7. Actually start doing something about the success you want. I appreciate you guys all. There's going to be weekly, 6 p.m. UK, every single Sunday. We're going to be coming back over and over and over and over again back here. And I'm going to be giving all year on, 2025 onwards. Every single week at 6 p.m. UK. There's going to be more life on this channel. Appreciate you guys all. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's keep running. All right. Appreciate you guys all. See ya.